Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Tuesday, December 4th, 2019, 6:46 p.m. Mountain Time. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Man, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Welcome to Visionary Radio. You're in the Power Circle, and we're moving right along, man. We're not wasting no time. Wasting no time. We're getting right after it. Man, let's talk about the American family Christmas effect. How important is that to your 25-year future? To the vision of America 25 years from now? With us having so many different nations here, wealth class has a lot to do with Christmas also and its future. I'll be the first to tell you, man, I look at Christmas totally different from a different perspective now. It's an important holiday. It should be an American staple. I think that's the word I'm looking for. At the pinnacle of acknowledgement to all nations within this country, coming underneath one celebration. It's so sustainable. It's so righteous. And it's really so worth it. Man, at one point in my life, I couldn't stand Christmas. And really, Christmas was the cloak for me to be able to really kind of excuse myself out of all the other holidays. To see me as a black man in America, and one that was battling addiction in between jobs, and that led me to look at Christmas from a different perspective. As a child, Christmas didn't come where I lived. Older brother, younger brother, my mom, and just us. And I'd be lying if I told you we had the greatest Christmases ever. I can remember times whenever I was maybe 7 and 8 years old, I would pray, and I would adjust my behavior so that I would get something. Santa never showed up. I remember just, sitting and thinking about making and doing the right thing. And if I don't do this, Santa's not going to come. If I do this, then Santa will give me this. Not knowing it then, I was confused. Why is Timmy and Sally showing up to school in this that they got from Santa? Why didn't Santa pull up on me in my house? That wealth gap when it comes to Christmas can ruin the tradition. That wealth gap created a void that I experienced and became aware of as I was seeking for that fulfillment of that void through drugs. It's really a chain reaction. Christmas kind of can develop or underdevelop one's perception on life. There's families and people that get lost in the sauce of Christmas. All about the gifts. Personally, I can talk from experience of living outside my means and getting gifts when that was probably should have been the better idea. Nonetheless, you try to put in those extra hours. If you're not working, you try to get a job to help see smiles and feel joy. How wonderful it would be if year round you can be in position to be able to have that void taken care of family, being able to have the means to travel, being able to have the means to buy 2 or 3 gifts. Good paying jobs is going to be required for something like that. So we got to put vision to work. You're here, the Visionary Radio. We talking about it. How important Christmas is to American tradition and its 25-year course. 80s babies, millennials. We're in a lot of trouble if we can't sit and talk about the next 25 years of Christmas and what it's going to mean to America. And if we talk in terms of sustainability, because we're on that course, if we're planning for 25 years from now, we might as well plan on how things are going to look on Mars or on the moon when we get there. We're here to talk about it. Visionary Radio. Put your mind to work. No matter what it is you're doing, man, tap in. Especially if you're a millennial. Really, if you kind of look at how society's been improving slightly but surely, we're on the right track. This is going to be the new phase. Being equipped with your mind and your heart and your soul and seeing what's going on around you. Christmas is so important, man. If you with your family, talk about it. Use the opportunity and the gift of Christmas by mapping out a 25-year future with your family. As you're at the dinner table, or you over there with Uncle Benny cheering up with a bottle of yak. Nothing wrong with that, man. We're moving in the right direction, no matter what it is you're doing. All you're doing is chopping up, talking about it. What does 25 years look like? Can we keep this up for 25 years? And then our kids' do this too. Can you imagine what you passing off by doing this? Stepping into Visionary Radio and just having that conversation. All love. No hate. That's really where we're at. We got to put the beef to the side for about 50 to 75 years. Because one thing you'll find out here in the Visionary Radio, our foundation will be sustainability. But what we want here to exist on planet Earth, when it's time to move around, we want to take it with us. Whether it be sports, our creativity, our ability to create and ingenuity. I know I want to have the first business structure up on wherever we're headed. That's the minds we have in the den, in the power circle, in the Visionary Radio. Let's not get complacent. We've sat back and allowed industry and corporate to figure it out for us. Now it's time for us to get our hands dirty. But it really will take a lot of unity. And the number one step of being unified is being consciously aware of the Christmas effect here in America. When you're spending time with your family, you're talking about the next, laughing about the old. It's time to rebrand America, baby. In all seriousness, though. Growing up, man, I saw every reason to hate Christmas, but being sober, I see the value in it. How it's glued to a family foundation. How it's cocked to the windows of the foundation. How it's cement to the core of a structure. Got steel beams. Christmas is powerful. We got a lot of people out there, and especially brothers and sisters, talking about, well, you ain't supposed to celebrate it in the holiday. You know, you're in the Bible. You're not supposed to in the Bible, and everything else is not aligned to that it's supposed to in the Bible when it comes to Christmas. And the sober I've become, I've realized my excuses were because I wanted to continue to get high. I didn't have no money for no damn gifts. And even then, if I didn't have any money for no gifts, I didn't have time for that because I was chasing a high. Surely we don't have that many closet smokers. Surely we don't have that many people fighting an addiction in the closet. If it is the case, it's time to come out. We building right now. All hands on deck. All visions on deck. Baby boomers set the foundation for us, man. They set these beliefs in us. Some of the things that unfolded over that course of setting this platform, these beliefs in us, a lot of corruption went on. A lot of bad things went on. Some of it's erased from our history at the surface, but as you look deep enough, you'll be able to see some of the corruption that our country's been built on, the world's been built on. Just as easily as it is to do the research on, find the corruption and all the bad and negative that the previous generation has built us up to, we can see good. We can see all the great additions that the previous generation has built us up to. We've really got it on a pedestal right now. It's like alley-oop. You know what I mean? All we got to do is slam dunk it home. And we got to figure out how do we sustain greatness and humanity and mankind. Put the beef aside. Really, here in America, a lot of people that own majority of the money here in this country are old folk. Of course, that's how it should be structured and how it would look if a lot of what's built and what we're enjoying, a lot of our experience are from that generation. And really previous generations. There's really no surface conversation at all about how do we maintain this shit. It's going to take a conversation and it's going to take vision. We can't do shit that's already been done before if we're planning for things we've never experienced, like climate change, understanding sun and earth relation and orbit, and there's new variables in play that we can see now because of technology, how it's improved. So, paying homage to the platform that we're on now, millennials, baby or 80s babies, paying homage and understanding and respect to the platform that we're using right now. There's some things we can look back and not keep, and things we can look back and keep and move forward. We can build on it, and Christmas is one of them. So, whatever it is that's keeping you in that Scrooge, that bah humbug, screw Christmas feel, snap out of it, man. Tap into it. Be creative about the moments that you have within Christmas. I'm telling you, my feeling and what it was with me, I didn't have a job and I was high all the time. It's not funny, but it's funny. I'd rather laugh at it than be mad about it right now. Be still. Drug addiction and being down on yourself and not having any confidence, and nothing's cool at that point. So if that's what you're facing, man, push forward. Make yourself understand that this isn't what you want anymore. You want to enjoy Christmas. You want to enjoy the times that you have with your family. To really let them know how much you need their help and really let them know what you're going through. I had that, and thank God my wife and my children didn't leave me. So if that's if you're still in good faith and good presence with your family, man, make it firm, and make a point to knowing that your life isn't going to be stuck in the current situation that you're in now with an addiction, or if you're even battling. If not, man, you know what it is. You understand the importance of Christmas. You're able to get every ounce of what Christmas has to offer. We should spread that. We should share that. You know what I mean? But I also, it starts with the conversation and really kind of looking at Christmas's value as a whole. And if my audience is listening to me and able to kind of relate to it, just entertain it, man. Entertain it. Don't automatically shoot it down. And because the reference to the Bible and how it's bad to celebrate holidays, that's old. God knows what it is. God understands how loving this tradition is. I can almost guarantee you about 80% of Americans get lost in the Christmas sauce, spinning outside their means and stunting, saying you got a gift from somebody but you bought it yourself. That's getting lost in the Christmas sauce. But I think it's safe to say that for every one of those is maybe one or two of those that are, hey bro or sis, you need to slow down. You lost in the Christmas sauce. Christmas ain't all about gifts. But let's keep it real. It's about getting someone a gift too. And that's okay. It's okay to see the smile on someone's face from the hard work and sweat that you put in to be able to buy that gift. It's okay to enjoy the fruits of your labor by seeing someone else enjoy the fruits of your labor. Christmas is gangster. And it's really not up for... So, we should really kind of take a visionary look at Christmas. How do we make it an all-inclusive? Because right now, wealth is what's keeping Christmas alive. As long as we still have majority of our country poor, Christmas is in danger. Santa Claus is in danger. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for listening, man.